EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Ford Field. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
A gain of 3.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
1st and 10.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 50 at Stafford. It's complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
The tackle made.
Jihad Ward in on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 24, Stafford. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Lions 7, Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Forced out to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 56 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Ravens nothing.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Ravens.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 32-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
33, carry on Johnson.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
At the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
from the 41. Stafford. Jones has it. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 59 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Open man is the tight end, Nick Buller. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Eluding the pressure right. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Ingram, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That was the veteran Jamie Collins busting through to make the stop. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Jackson. steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and pull the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
2nd and 5. At the 9-yard
Ball
line.
for the third time. Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. So they will go for it. Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Derek Wolfe. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. Then he's have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Chuck Clark brought him down. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's good.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the back. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Justice Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 27-yard attempt.
And this has no chance. It's no good. Well, wide to the left. And a costly one there as this this game remains tied here in the fourth. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Final score, Ravens 27.
A partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that?